What is a tactic? Ano ba yung tactic? It's a plan. It's a procedure or a method, okay, that you need to use in pursuing yung objective with a strategy. So, ano ngayon yung actual na gagawin natin? Okay? Ano ho yung actual na gagawin natin para, okay, malinaw doon na less than 2% yung RTH nyo, 0 yung denied, 0 ho ang legal. Okay? Balik ko ha. Ito kasi yung objective. Less than 2% or less ang RTH, 0 ang denied, 0 ho yung legal. Ang next na question, ano yung gawin mo? Ano yung action step? Ano yung method? Okay? So, bago ho kayo makagawa ng procedure or method, okay, linawin muna natin. Okay? You need to bring in your hospital leader. Ulitin natin ha. Ito hong G, SOT. You have the goal, the strategy, the objective, and the tactic. You need to bring in your hospital leader. So if this is your hospital leader, okay, na napaka-busy sa pagiging clinician, hindi ho kayo magagawan ng goal, strategy, objective, and a tactic. Now, I'm not saying na bawal maging clinician. Pwede naman ho. Pero someone should focus on the claims, goal, strategy, objective, and the tactic. It must come from the leader of the hospital. It should emanate from the decision makers of the hospital. If the leaders of the hospital has no idea on how PhilHealth works, naturally, there is no goal, there is no strategy, objective, and tactic in claims. Okay? Ulitin ko based on my experience. Alam nyo, ang dami ko na hong engagement sa mga hospitals. Public, private, sectarian. Okay? May iba corporate, may iba ho LGU. I've seen it all. Based on my experience, hospitals, okay? Okay? Yung kumikita ho sa claims, kasi pagpasok ko sa hospital, usually it's problematic. Now, hospitals who actually can recover very fast depends on the leader of the hospital. I have seen a lot of this, okay? Yung may master class ho kami and then medyo kulelat ho yung board ng hospital. Wala hong hindi ho maganda yung resulta. And I also have seen hospitals who are very, very good. The board, the top management is very efficient most of the time. Oh, may kliyente ho ako. Okay? May kliyente ho ako. So, mga taga-Sursugun ho ito sila. Nandito sila ngayon. In less than 3 months time, okay, yung problema ho nila, okay, nasolusyonan. Because they have a very good leader and a very good team. Okay? Very impressive ho ng hospital. Initially, may problem sila. So, yung engagement namin, okay, within 3 to 4 months, naayos ho nila. Why? Because they have a very good team. You can only have a good team if you have a very good leader. Unfortunately, meron din ako mga kliyente na medyo slow ho talaga. Okay? Kahit ibigay mo na lahat ng tip at lahat ng solusyon, yung execution ho wala. Okay? Dahil hindi ho nakafocus yung management. Okay? So, ang critical ho dito sa GSOT, okay, hindi ho ito pwedeng gawin ng claims processor. Hindi ho ito pwedeng gawin, okay, ng mga doktor-doktor lang. Ito ho ay para ho sa mga hospital leaders. Okay? Now, bago ho natin pag-usapan yung tactic, okay, ang requirement dyan, you need to have a very good hospital leader. And you need to consider this also. So ngayon, gagawa ho kayo ng plan, gagawa ho kayo ng solusyon sa problema nyo sa claims. Gagawa nyo ho ng sistema na sa 2024, wala ho kayong problema. Okay? You need to consider the following. Number one. Some of you know this already, but probably some of you hindi pa. Someone in the hospital should focus on the claims blueprint. Okay? Ano ba yung claims blueprint? This is a generalized process flow wherein the transaction, okay, the account of the patient as it passes through the entire process of the hospital. It starts with patient registration. Who's in the patient registration? Okay? You have the admitting people or the admitting staff. So the patient registration collects information that is required in the claim form. Okay? Next, pag na-admit na yung pasyente, you have the delivery of services. This is where you have the clinicians, the doctors, the nurses, the ancillary people, diagnostics, and laboratory. All of these people will also collect and provide information required in the claim form. So these guys, okay, produce information that is needed doon sa claim forms. Next, okay, once the doctor discharges the patient, MGH, two things will happen, okay? A document goes to the billing and probably the chart will pass through medical records. Kapag na-bill na, okay, at binayaran yung out of pocket, okay, then the patient goes out. Now, when the document passes to the medical records, okay, most of the time, completion of the clinical chart is there. And in some hospitals, meron hong ICD coding. So you also need the medical records. So my point here is this. People in the medical records also provide information in the claim form. Malinaw yun ha. Admitting staff, the clinicians, the medical records, all of them provide information. Okay? Now, nakalabas na yung pasyente, nakauwi na ho kasi MGH. So basically, the clinical chart, okay, will then be converted into the claim form 4. So sino ngayon ang gagawa ng claim form 4? It depends on the hospital. It may be the doctor or they may have a specific CF4 encoder. Now my point is this. The CF4 encoder is very critical in payment of the claims. So you need now a highly trained person to do this. Kasi nga, major requirement yung CF4. It's a make or break. So, to continue the claims blueprint, okay, the CF4, together with the other documents, you have now the SOA, okay? Ito yon. The billing people comes in. They will now produce the statement of account or the bill, which is also required in the claim forms. So they are also part, okay, or the contributors of information kailangan doon sa processing. You need to consider this. Okay? Then, pag nakumpleto ho yung documents ninyo, coming from the admitting people to the clinicians, the medical records, the CF4 encoder, okay? The claims will compile everything. Okay, the CSF, the CF2, the CF3, the CF4, and other documents. Then you transmit it to PhilHealth through the e-claims. So, nag-e-claims ka na. Let us say, binayaran ka ni PhilHealth. Congratulations. So, pag binayaran ka na, you need now to post the payment. Now, this step is also critical. Kahit payment end na. Because you need to post the payment. You need now to know kung na-scam ka ba ni PhilHealth or wala. Nagpadala ka ng 100 claims. Ilan ba ang binayad sa inyo? 50 lang? 20 lang ba ho? Or 120 may sobra? So you need to know. When you post the payment, you will now have an idea on your efficiency sa claims processing. Okay? Kapag meron ho hindi nabayaran dyan, dalawa lang. Either it's PhilHealth-induced or hospital-induced. Now, in the event that there is RTH and denied, you need also to have an assigned staff for that. Before ho kayo, okay,